form you choose to wear. Let your true self be revealed. Diablo.
Did you know that Diablo 3 was made by Blizzard Entertainment? Oh, of course you knew that. Just kidding. Just wanted to test you. And congratulations, you passed the test. Here's a medal. Now go stick it up on the fridge. Let's delve into some real facts about the Diablo franchise, though. The original idea of a game where your sole purpose was to survive an onslaught of demons never came from Blizzard in the first place, but from Condor Games, who back in 1995 were a small company much like Blizzard but without the huge success of Warcraft 2, which then in 1996 got affiliated with Blizzard and became a separate studio called Blizzard North. Diablo 1 was released 9 months later. In other words, Condor Games impregnated Blizzard with Diablo, or sorry about that, moving on. Oh, what was that? You hate Blizzard for what they have done to the Diablo franchise? Oh, ouch. Well, I'll have you know that without Blizzard's ideas, you would right now play a claymation turn-based RPG. That's right, Condor Games first came up with a turn-based combat system for Diablo, but when they approached Blizzard with the game idea, they suggested changing it to a more action-based system, which they did, and they loved it. So you're probably wondering, how did they even imagine a game like Diablo in the first place? Well, truth is they had some inspiration from another game called Telling God, released in 1982, in which your sole purpose was to survive in dungeon-like environments, fighting monsters and using magic. I'd like to mention that I broke 2 keyboards trying to play that game. Beware. Diablo 1 originally had a time limit for the game, well, something more like an enraged time, and much like the raid bosses in World of Warcraft, if you wouldn't have reached Diablo in that certain amount of time, he would be much more stronger than before. It was scrapped after the developers saw that this destroyed exploration as a whole. Well, yeah, it kinda did. Diablo 2 has less than 1% of the original code copied from Diablo 1. Basically, it has been coded from scratch, and Blizzard North worked on it for 3 years, and the results really showed how much time they spent on perfecting the game. Work on Diablo 3 began as early as 2001, but after Blizzard North closed its doors, the project was temporarily abandoned. This is believed to be early footage of the game, the original art style of Diablo 1 and 2 still being there, but the game went through 3 revisions after the 2008 Worldwide Invitational in France, before being released in 2012. If you kill a rainbow goblin in Diablo 3, we will most likely spawn a portal to Whimsydale. This is an actual coding error in the game. The goblin was meant to spawn a portal to Whimsyshire, but to get it working correctly, Blizzard had to create an exact copy of Whimsyshire and name it Whimsydale. There is no difference between the two other than their names and how you get to them. Due to Diablo's main setting of demons and angels, there are a lot of similarities in the names, events, and locations with the religious cults of our real world. Here are some examples. In the game, the main protagonist is a Nephilim, a creature born of 1 angel and 1 demon who still retain much of its power. In our world, they were called Nephilim, and they were the offspring of rebel angels and human females. They supposedly had gigantic proportions. In the game, we can also find lore books containing the process and creation of Sanctuary. In these lore books, the Archangel Inarius talks about his lover, Lilith, and how she is him but of fire and flame. Very romantical if you ask me. Anyway, Lilith is known to be the daughter of Mephisto and mother to all succubi in the Diablo universe. We also fight her in Diablo 2. In our own world, Lilith can be many things. It can resemble nightmarish creatures, a demon, a lustful monster, but the most resembling of all has to be the myth of Lilith being the first wife of Adam. Supposedly, God created Adam and his first wife Lilith as equals, and thus it didn't work out. He banished Lilith from the Garden of Eden and created Eve from Adam's rib so that she will always submit to him. Even though she was considered the mother of childbirth, sexuality, children, and women, she is now being demonized. She has now been demonized by the patriarchy, and is only seen as an aspect of lust, ready to lure the hearts of men to do her bidding. In our world, some religion also considers succubi to be her daughters, much like Diablo. In the game, there are two main realms other than Sanctuary, the High Heavens and the Burning Hells. These, of course, resemble our own Heaven and Hell, and there are many more resemblances, but we will move on for now. The Diablo universe actually has two creators, in fact. They are called Anu, a being of light, and Tathameth, a being of pure evil and darkness. Each were the counterpart of the other, and their power struggle led to their demise, thus creating the High Heavens and the Burning Hells, which in turn led to the creation of Sanctuary. The Diablo franchise since 1996 has spawned numerous accusations of being satanic, demonic, the work of the devil, and all that. These accusations range from the game letting you cast demonic spells to the iconic clicking of the mouse that the game is so known about, leading young girls to delve into their favorite sin, masturbation. All in all, Diablo should only be considered what it is, a video game. Have a good one.